Also a fantastic recovery at your disposal. Also just being the fastest moving character in the game. So a lot of really good things for him.
Yeah.
Also just a tiny hurt box too.
Yeah. I mean, she's definitely like tied for the smallest character in the game, I feel, with Absa. Or is it Ori?
I think it's Ori.
Well, yeah,
Absa's a tall lady.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the nice thing about having big events like this is you get to see people from all over the country. Because, I mean, I'm used to just playing people in Michigan. But, I mean, having people come out from New York, MSB coming out from New Jersey, it's just nice to see new faces. We'll see how these two do now that they're encountering new faces themselves, and new play styles to deal with.
Looks like they've narrowed it down to Ethereal Gates. Start us off for this best-of-5 set. Once again, winner of this is going to make it into top 8, which is played tomorrow. So you can walk away with a win now. You get to go home to your hotel room if you want at 6:30 p.m. You're going to be nice and comfortable. If you don't, you're going to be here until 10. Yeah. Trying to survive against a sea of sharks. Yep.
Right now, you just see this offense coming out from Dynla, just constantly trying to make something happen and constantly keeping MSB having to move here. Jab going to complete there, going to get the punish. Oh, I thought that was a parry on the side beat, but ended up only countering the Lily there.
Once again, doing a fantastic job just getting Lily out of commission as soon as possible.
Ooh. That was a good tether direction. Managed to just snake the way around the rock there. So finally getting a little bit of stage control here, see what Dynla can do with it. Got him reseated so that way he can tether.
Yeah, it looks like Dynla's doing more of a hit-and-run style, right? Not really trying to run away with the momentum. He's happy to get the hits that he can. He doesn't want to overcommit, though, because he recognizes, I mean, he's just a small squirrel. If he gets hit with one more Kragg thing, he might die. But there we go, finding himself the up B into the 50-50, getting the up air to take that stock.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, it's small.
So a tiny woodland animal against a giant armored beetle. It doesn't end well for the woodland animal.
No, it does not. And that's really the thing you do have to take into account in these kind of matchups, because, like, yeah, you can get that momentum going and get the aggression, but if you mess up once, you can die really early against characters like Kragg. Oh, going out there looking for the panic option, but not going to give it to him.
That's right now his turn to edge guard. Oh, you saw Dynla jump up out there looking for a down air on the pillar, right, to catch MSB, but MSB was out of the way just in time. Yeah, right now just trying to get a little bit more of momentum going for himself again, but up air going to cover the recovery and send him into the blast zone here. And just also the efficiency during that stock change, right? Running up, countering Lily immediately, getting his next boulder out, and on the floor in front of him. Yeah, I mean, that just shows you how huge the time for a respawn change was. I mean, it used to be so much shorter, and it used to be half the time. Yeah, you would have only been able to do one of those two things. Now you can do both. Just trying to get that up air to finish off, but 92%, not sure it would have killed, but it would have at least set up for another move afterwards. Oh, there we go, finding a spike. That's not going to quite do it, though. MSB very comfortable off stage, taking his sweet time. That air stall into another side B. I mean, you got to mix up your recovery in this game, and that was a good mix-up there, catching Dynla completely off guard. Yeah, because ordinarily, you're used to being able to punish the in-lag, and that was a great drag-down up air, so the knockback doesn't happen, catching him sleeping, catching the up smash right afterwards, too. Dynla's got to be careful here, though, because one strong hit from Kragg could spell his demise. Nice conversion out of the spikes into the fair. Gonna end up closing out the first game here. Yeah, like you said, just spelling your demise with just a single confirm. Yep. Man, I mean, that just show you how fearsome Kragg is, because, I mean, you talk to a lot of people and they're like, oh, Kragg's a low-tier character. You can counter so many of his moves. No, Kragg is not low-tier. Do not sell me that. You're trying to sell me the Brooklyn Bridge if you're trying to sell me that one. I've been getting a lot of Smash players in my local community into Rivals, and they're like, oh, man, I don't know who to main. Like, Kragg is fun, but he's probably bad, right? I'm like, no. It's that stigma that a lot of the heavy characters carry, because it's like, in Smash 4, there's not really... Oh my god, look at that! Single hit up air into up tilt on a loop on that platform. Dynla, I like what you've got. Jeez. And I mean, that just goes to show you, once Dynla gets moving, it's that boulder feeling. But right now, just trying to keep MSB off the stage here. Almost got the up tilt to get something going before he could get in the boulder there. That's the second time now that MSB has used that little trick of canceling his own side special and then doing it immediately and catching Dynla on his interception attempt. Yeah.
Nice pressure here from Dynla, but gonna get it traded onto himself here because now he's in the edge guard situation and no seed on MSB here.
Oh, doesn't quite read the DI perfectly. Dynla lives another day.
Wow, I'm surprised the parry didn't come out there.
I think it was an intermix-up where MSB was thinking that Dynla was trying to bait out a parry, and so didn't want to give an early parry, and then Dynla just let it rip.
Yep. But great pressure off stage there by Dynla, getting the dunk to seal off that first stock here. I mean, just the movement in this game is just so fun to watch, even when they're not trading blows. Just how they're just making the most of the space that they have is just something to watch.
Oh, I actually really like that decision. Because you know that MSB is going to walk up and counter Lily, as opposed to trying to do anything because he has invincibility frames for countering Lily. It's like, well, now I'm not stuck in the corner anymore. Let me just run past you because you still have this parry animation.
Yep. I mean, there's no reason to try and run a counter offensive if you can't do anything.
Yeah, at that stage, you just want to have your back not against a tiny horizontal blast zone.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing about this stage. It's like, it looks like it should be this stage with huge blast zones, but it's not.
Yeah, because you're flying through the air, but no. Death happens here quickly for everybody.
Yep. Oh, great weight there just to avoid the fair. Oh, not going to be able to avoid that one, though.
Oh, catching it again, catching the higher side special. Oh, tries to intercept the shards, doesn't find it. It's Dynla's turn to get something happening.
Oh, not able to finish off the stock, though, but did get some good percentage there. Woo.
And once again, just side specialing out of that situation.
Yep, tried to get the seed there, but not going to get it. Nice forward smash, going to send MSB off stage here.
Oh, really clean fade back there, but amazing DI. Hold on. Dynla just lived to 176%.
Wow. That's impressive.
Wow.
For Maypul, that's impressive.
Maypul on Air Armada. That's impressive.
There we go. Gonna finally seal off this stack, and we got a one-stock game here. Both characters just gonna have to see if they're gonna be the one to close off the stock first to take this game.
Wow, he's just using a ton of that forward tilt right there. Doing actually a really great job of outspacing just with that one main ground move, finding himself 86%.
Well, gonna parry Lily again there, getting that free option to get some momentum going, but Dynla wisely moving away again.
I think Dynla might be feeling the momentum perhaps a little bit too much because he's trying to keep suffocating. Never mind though, it is gonna end up paying out really big for him. Not quite enough though. Once again, the side special has the armor that makes him break right through the edge guard.
Yep. Right now we're back to neutral here, but 153% on the MSB right now.
Oh, there's the down, the little annoying root.
Yep.
And that's all he needed.
That, honestly, I feel like might be one of the best moves to deal with the Kragg that's below this stage.
Yes.
Because it's like, most of the times you have to go down there to deal with Kragg, and that's a risk. With Maypul, it's like, no, let me just summon the ground up from under him and deal with it.
Yeah, nice. You made more ground for me to play with. Thank you. Because other than that, like, Kragg has some really great anti-air options, right? He's got like a frame 5 up tilt that's like huge and disjointed, and his up smash is also disjointed and it kills you, and up tilt sets up for up air. Like, that's not a character you want to come down on.
Yeah, and being able to break through with a move like that is just really nice to have and a really nice option to be able to keep him honest.
Yeah, it's huge. It's absolutely huge because ordinarily Kragg is a bit of a fortress to get in on, but we're going to be seeing ourselves now at Frozen Fortress, though, speak of the devil.
Yep. So here we go, going into game 3 here in the winner's quarters. Yeah, that's one thing that is tricky about the stage is those little spires that Kragg can summon, because it's like there's just enough of a gap between those platforms in the middle that you can summon those down underneath that platform. So it's definitely something you do have to keep in mind on this stage. Right now, Dynla doing a good job of getting that damage racked up, but MSB mounting a counter-offensive here.
Yeah, MSB now with the edge guard and spacing himself perfectly, but once again, Dynla with that great DI not going to die something like that so easily. Meanwhile, MSB not getting the best angle off of that down smash, flying off the screen in record time.
Yeah, and that really just goes to show you how important DI is.
Oh my god! And keeping it going though.
Oh, trying to get an up tilt there to keep the momentum going, but Dynla just not getting the connection there that he needed.
I do like that, like, Dynla is essentially trying to play this kiting game against MSB. While he does have that lead, he does get to essentially threaten timeout by like, hey, if we both exist on other sides of the screen, I win.
So you have to come at me, and since I'm so fast, I get to just drag you all around Frozen Fortress after me.
Yeah, and that's true. It's not one of those things that you think about too much in Rivals because it's just such a fast-paced momentum game.
And that is it, just the fast snipe right before the wall. And he's sitting with a clean stock lead over MSB. Dynla looking especially good as the set progresses.
Yeah, and this could be the kind of game that just sends your opponent a message saying, you might think that you can do things against me. No, but if I get going, you're not going to be able to do anything. Because, I mean, right now, just these conversions that Dynla is getting are just so clean. Look
and
at
there
this.
we go. Yeah, right there, the root setting up that situation for him to just do the short hop forward air. Dynla being able to play this offstage game better and better as the set progresses.
Oh my god, I mean, my heart rate's just going watching this kind of movement.
Oh, great punish on the down special by Dynla right underwards, so you don't have to respect. How do I get around these stalagmites? You just go right under them.
Yeah. Oh, nice up B. Gonna send him up to him, but not gonna get too much off of that conversion. And you just see Dynla starting to slow it down. Because, I mean, you saw earlier, it's going to be the hit and run, fast aggressive, but now it's like, I don't have to be the aggressor. I can let you try and do the unsafe options to try and bring things back. I can just wait and punish now.
Oh, making his way, not able to get all the way up, back up there. That was a very tricky recovery, especially when you have MSB there waiting to hit you with, you know, Lord knows what.
Yep.
Probably an F smash.
Yep. Up there, gonna send him up high and get a little bit more damage, but not gonna be able to follow up off of that.
Yeah, still 136% lead. Now, I mean, MSB is Kragg, and a very good one at that. So this is something that he's very capable of making up. I've seen him be incredibly clutch in these sort of situations before.
Yeah.
So many near upsets just torn apart at the very last moment. So Dynla, though, trying to keep that from happening, trying to tether right to MSB off stage, not going to happen. Now finds himself off stage without a mark, and this could be huge for MSB.
I mean, that's a huge turn of momentum there, because, I mean, you saw him about to close that game, but one misstep, and MSB closed the gap.
That's going to be it.
Man. I mean, if you didn't get that smash, that could have gone in MSB's favor, to be honest.
Oh, MSB was absolutely bringing that back. It became a last-hit situation.
Yep.
But Dynla managed to knock MSB into Lily, get that wrap-up, able to charge that down smash and close out that stock. But you can see Dynla looks very clearly stressed. He's not celebrating that win. It's like, oh my god, I had a full stock lead at one point in the game, and it still was that close. That is how clutch MSB can be.
Yeah, and it's funny because we were talking about how getting that kind of a win in a set could send a message, but if you have that win swept out from under your feet, it can reverse the tables on your mentality, and that we'll see if that comes into play this next game here between these two, because we'll see if he ends up keeping that same kind of aggression we saw at the beginning of that game, or if he ends up playing it a little bit safer this time around.
I think Dynla's mentality will probably be safe, just because at the end of the day, he still win the game. And if you win the game, you can't ever feel that bad about it.
Yeah, especially at this kind of level. I mean, these players, they have the fortitude to be able to make it this far. They know exactly what they need to do. And that's why they're there, and I'm over here.
Right now, though, MSB opting for essentially the final destination pick of Rivals. No platforms, no escape.
Just raw neutral between these two characters right now. Oh, trying to go for the double dunk. Not going to get it, though.
Yeah, MSB being able to sneak back on stage even though he didn't even have a pillar at that moment.
Yeah. Ooh. Trying to get around that rock, but the falling down are going to end up getting that opening that
Oh, that was so clean. So Dynla teched off the wall of the stage, but then MSB read that tech, kept punishing. Dynla tried to escape with a tether, and MSB kept it all going all the same.
Yeah, I mean, once MSB has gotten Dynla out of the neutral, he's been doing a good job on capitalizing on that. Not sure if he was ready for the Lily there, because it looked like he was spacing for him to be past the Lily, to be honest.
Oh,
okay. I see you.
That is so cool, because up until this point, right, Dynla was jumping off to hit MSB with the root, with the down tilt, right? Down air. And MSB expected that, so he jumped prematurely, and Dynla was already ready and just forward aired him as soon as he jumped.
Yeah, and that's the evolution of the mind games that you're seeing take place right there, because if you just keep doing the same option, your opponent's going to be able to get... Oh!
Yeah, like you were saying, you can get hit really, really hard. Like, Rivals is a game where souls are stolen in, like, every game, and it's because of the ferocity of the punish game, and there we go!
Speaking of punish games, oh my god! Just back and forth between these two right now. I mean, there is no stopping these two.
MSB, though, finding himself once again in this edge guarding situation, and it's one of the ones he's the most comfortable in.
Yep.
Right there, using his forward air, which will actually be able to cover all the different tether directions that Dynla has. Dynla with no more tethers, no more double jump. Left to die out there in the waste, and we're going to game 5.
Whew. I mean, this has been quite the set, I must say. I mean, just the back and forth between these two, the bouts of explosiveness that we've been seeing, the edge guards, the mind games. I mean, this is the exact kind of set that you love to watch.
Oh my goodness, I love top level rivals because it's so fast and so brilliant in terms of the decision makings that you see from these guys. Because there is no like, well, when in doubt, I can always do this. It's like whatever you do, you can get blown up for.
Wow.
Like whatever you do, you can die.
Oh my god! And just the movement in this game, it's the kind of movement that makes butter in a griddle jealous.
Oh man!
It's like it sees it, man. I wish I could move that smooth.
Now I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat just some more good arrivals.
I mean, hey, we could get very good if Kragg could come around.
Here we go, though, getting that parry on the nair, finding himself once again with an edge guard, but Dynla with the very crucial lead, he's gonna MSB's gonna need to close out this edge guard to really prevent this from getting out of control. Yeah, because I mean, the longer you can make the stock difference last, the better it's gonna be for you. Because even if you can't take off the stock with your second one, then you're just getting more percent to lead up to your next bout. But meanwhile, MSB keeps reading the exact height that Dynla is looking for, and every single time got the perfect punish.
Yeah, that's the scary thing about Kragg, because it's really his edge guarding that I'm afraid of the most. Because if he gets you off stage, just the number of options he has to keep you off stage are ridiculous.
That was sick. That was just, this entire string is really amazing by MSB, and he's not stopping at all.
Oh my god.
And he's once again another fair into another death. That was incredible.
He's been reading that patience on the walls there, because you see Dynla just trying to wait there on the wall and be patient. Use that cling that Maypul has. And MSB's like, no, you're not going to mix me up. I know you're waiting for that, and I'm going to punish you for it. And now Dynla's the one on the back foot after that early first stock.
I mean, we see how fast Dynla's gone at these edge guards on MSB, so it's still absolutely terrifying. But MSB once again in a third edge guarding situation, and he was doing so well every other time he's forced Dynla into the corner.
Trying to go for a dash attack to set up something there. Now forced off stage and out of the neutral here, but fighting his way back. Nice parry.
And still, oh my god.
There it is.
Just barely dead there, but he was DIing for his life into that corner.
Yeah. I mean, that was like the first percent he could have died at with that DI. It felt like 1% less, he would have been living, but right now,
just barely missing the timing on that down smash. Still able to drift down safely onto that platform after his pillar gets destroyed. MSB, boulder in hand, 142% on Dynla, and he has no way back to the stage.
Man, destroying that seed just ended up sealing his fate there. And, I mean, just that edge guarding.
You see the relief for MSB, though? He's jumping up, hugging Toko.
I can't blame him. I mean,
that was clearly well fought.
That was a set to watch. I mean,